What up, a long dark survivor? We're doing a couple of different videos here. The starts, the different places where you start in Mountain Town. This one is near Paradise Meadows Farm. And I've got a couple of blizzard walker, penalty of walking against the wind reduced by 25%. Snow walker, skip, free runner, skip. Fire master, start at level 3, very important. Consume 10% fewer calories and plus 2 degrees Celsius. Bonus, those are all good ones. Yes, switch on the cat, switch on the scurvy, switch on the trader. All of those things we want. And there we go. Okay, the guys with the thick glasses telling us all kinds of very important stories there. Now we're just going to figure out where we are, and we're near the farm. So the farm is over there. Just got to scooch over there real quick. Usually there's a deer carcass over here, but I think it hasn't spawned yet. Because I don't know. Let's see. So I should be collecting sticks as I walk up here. This is a different kind of a guide than the usual one. So I'm going to be collecting stuff. There's going to be a lot less of the fast forwarding because it's just too much. It'll just make this video major production. Okay, here we got a pry bar in the back of the bucky here, which is good. And there I can see the key. Okay, the key can be in one of 3 places here. It can either be in this bucky, or it can be in at the back of the farmhouse, or inside that barn workshop thing. I'm going through everything. Usually I leave the batteries in until I've got something to harvest them with. This is a different way of doing it. Just drop them outside the vehicle so you can see that. Apply the clothes you find as soon as you can, because you're cold. Our temperature is dropping there. You can see on the bottom right, left hand side. Yeah, our temperature is dropping. It's got little arrows going down. It's not good. You've got a finite amount of. You see here at the back of this place, there's sometimes there's nice stuff to find there. Like now, there was really good things to find there. Sometimes you can even find a hatchet there. Hatchet's pretty important because there's some things that you just can't do without a hatchet. But I've gotten to like the hacksaw quite a bit. Okay, so now what I should have done is I should have changed the luminosity in here. I'm only going to figure out to do that once I get to Granny Weatherwax's house. So what we're doing is we're using this interior decorating cheat. When you press Y, some of the stuff gets a little key line, blue key line around it, so it helps a lot for navigating in a dark area. But there's a better way by just changing your screen lightness. But we'll do that a little bit later on. Okay, so I'm just checking here what we're looking for at the moment. The first thing that we're looking for is we want to go through the containers, see what we can find. Clothes, always at this stage of the game, it's probably the most important thing, is to just collect as much clothes as you can, because you're probably going to not have enough on to start with. If you get caught outside in the wind, with not enough clothes, you're in trouble. So in that other bin, I just put some of the stuff in there that I don't really need. Okay, so just want to check if we're missing anything here. Collect some of the things that you're obviously gonna be collecting anyway. You're gonna be collecting all of this stuff. Okay, so food, yes, collect all the food. Dusting sulfur is something that you're going to need later on in the game. Collect all the cartridges. If you're playing in super easy mode, you don't need to worry about about the firearms or the weapons at all, because the animals leave you alone. It's only if you wanna hunt, you're gonna need things. But that game gets boring pretty quickly. Okay, so we're applying our clothes. Have we got anything in the fridge? No. There's a cooking skillet there, which I didn't see at first. What's nice about the interior decorating feature is you can move stuff out of the way. Like that chair was always in the way until you could get a hatchet to get rid of it. Okay. Trail boots, much better than these things that we've got now. There we go. We've got a 0.7 warmth on our on the boots, the footwear, which is very good. Okay, so you might as well just collect all of this stuff. The stuff that you don't want, you just put it into a bin. I'm going through it real quick. Okay, mull flower. This is a new feature in far territories. I just updated the other day to far territories. For some reason, I just didn't upgrade for the longest time. I don't know why. What? But the thing is, there's a lot of new stuff. If you're playing in winter mood, it's going to be a very different game for you. Things have changed quite a bit. All new kinds of food, cooking recipes, all kinds of new stuff happening that we need to get used to. So something I haven't done any research on, that I'm doing right this second, is to figure out if the perishable food that you find, everything is perishable. I don't know. That's a weird thing in this game. Like the canned food is perishable. Like canned food can last for years. They deteriorate at the same rate as everything else. But I want to find out if if I put a potato in the snow, is it going to be the same as with the meat? If you put meat in the snow, it lasts a lot longer. So I'm doing a little test to see if I can keep the vegetables and the new kind of food. Which of it is going to be affected by the snow? If the snow is going to preserve it a little bit. And that information probably exists already, but I'd like to find out for myself. Okay, so if we'd adjusted our light, we'd be able to see what the heck is going on here. So there's a cooking pot here.
What have we here?
Didn't I pick it up? Cooking pot. There's a skillet on the floor that we'll find just now. So there we go. There's another cooking pot. Very nice. Right. So let's put these things on the stove. Use and you can is that right click? I think it's a right click option. What am I doing now? Okay, so I'm trying to see if there's a key binding for the tools, and there isn't. So the quickest way to get into your inventory is to hit I, which will take you to your backpack. Right, so let's have a look here. This cardboard box. Okay, so a lot of stuff in the way here. We're still looking for clothes. Our clothes is still in not in a good way. That sports thing. What is that thing called? Sports vest, the blue one, the one with the blue top. It's way warmer than the little yellow one. Okay, way warm, much better option than the little yellow one. The one with the yellow shoulders. Okay, dress shirt. That's good for be torn into rags, especially. I think it's a condition. Sometimes the dress shirt's not bad. It's not too bad. Thing is, it's just the condition's so terrible at the moment. Fixing those things now, it's going to takes a lot of repairing things in far territories seems to take a bit longer. It's a bit harder to repair tools. It's a bit harder to repair.
This will come in.
Repair your clothes. Okay, so these books. It's a bit tedious. It's a bit tedious going through this stuff. And not being able to see what's going on is even worse. So let's just see what we can do here. All right. So this box. To harvest the boxes, you're gonna have way too many tinder plugs, that you make from cardboard. There's always just way too many of them, and especially now with for me having a level 3 fire making skill. Let's see what have we got here. Okay, so these things are all pretty much of a muchness, right? They're going to become redundant very quickly because as soon as you reach a certain level, I think level 5, you don't need tinder plugs anymore, and there's a lot of paper and garbage lying around. So I like using this chest or trunk for all my animal products, skins and dried out intestines or gut. But for the time being, I'm going to use that for my clothes. One, and then this filing cabinet here, very nice for organizing all your stuff. So the top drawer will be tools, bottom drawer will be materials that you use for fixing stuff. This one is for my medicine. This is going to be the medicine cabinet, right? And then that one is going to be for the what? What did I choose that one for? I don't think I have anything for that one yet, because I've got in the freezer. This is where I put my food. Okay, so this is a way of kind of just managing your resources without it becoming too much of a headache. If you use the same components in each environment for the different things. Okay, so we just want to keep one coffee. We just need one coffee in case we. Okay, so there we go. By this time I've picked up the skillet.
I could use this.
Okay, so now if you right click on it, you can put it right. No, it's going to leave it. You've got to select it from your inventory, right? There we go. Use. Okay, put it. I think it defaults that, and you just put it down by right clicking. Okay. So now we just have to organize this place. But for you that want to see how to get stuff done, it's not going to be that informative to you. So if you look at the up in the top right hand corner there, did you see the sun was going down? So what we can do now is what we need to do is we need to overnight. So we just need to what is it? Tread water. we need to eat up some of the time. What's the right terminology for that? We need to spend some. We just need to use up some time. So what we can while we do that, I'm gonna skip doing showing you that, because it's just very basic stuff. Getting rid of things, harvesting this chair for starters. You'll see how much time this takes. Okay, see the sun going down there at a crazy speed. So now the sun is now it's dark, but you can see our energy. We still have 3/4 energy there with our eyeball. And if we're gonna go sleep now, we're gonna be awake in 2-3 hours, which is not good. So what we want to do is we're going to get a little bit more tired. So the way you do that is by switching on your interior design mode and finding stuff that you can destroy with your bare hands. You can't use tools in the dark, and you don't want to burn up. Stuff, in the dark. So these things are a good way to do that. All the things that don't give you any material, like these drawers, like that's going to take up 6 minutes. The chair you can destroy by hand, right? You can break it down by hand, and it'll give you some wood. There's a bunch of things that you can do this way. There's another one. Curtains, you can tear curtains up by hand. Some of the wooden things can't really get them. I forgot to get the water. You can get the water from the toilet. Don't worry, the water doesn't come out of the bottom of the toilet. It comes from the tank. And I don't know if you've seen water in a tank at the top there. It looks pretty disgusting. But if you're thirsty, you'll drink it, and you'll even eat wolf meat if you get hungry enough. The first time I had to eat wolf meat, I was like, no, this can't be right, man. So I'm going to skip until the next day, or until we're doing something a little bit less monotonous than just or am I going to go take a nap now? All right, so I'm going to take a nap, see how much sleep we can get in. I think we only move that moon by how far? Okay, it's almost next day. So now we just need to find a couple more things that we can do by hand. What is there that we can do by hand? Yeah. So these drawers, okay, we can break a couple of these things. Okay. Now I'm gonna skip. Oh, wait. Oh, you see, here's the towels. Okay, so the towels, you can do that. How long does that take? So we want to go until the sun just comes up. Okay, we've skipped forward a little bit. It's light enough now to do mending. The thing now is to decide which of these items are worth mending. Okay, so this thing is worth mending. It's a nice one. It's much better than the little black. Thing. And there we go. That there was one fail, and then we got it to 100%, which is very good. And then also, when you see that little bobbin thing, what's that thing called? Like a little thing on the side there. That means that your mending has improved. So that's on our first bar to level 1. We've got a millimeter from fixing our first little. What are these hats called in English? I don't know. Can't remember. I think it's a toque or something. I don't know. But the thing is, so now when we've got a little bit more light, that means you can start fixing things, but you don't want to fix everything because some of the stuff's garbage. You're going to replace them with better things, and also there's. I'm very stingy with using the cloths, although there are a lot of cloths to find. For some reason, I'm a bit cheap when it comes to using it just for random stuff. So, and also, like I said before, it seems like you need more in this DLC to get the same effect as in the olden days. So we're just organizing our stuff, and we're going. We need to go to the town. We need to go to the town, but we need to see what's inside this. We need to see what's inside here. The reason I'm not too excited about this particular place is because we're looking for clothes now. We're looking for clothes and food at this time of stage of the game. You're looking for clothes and food. Just to stay alive. So this box is giving us a hard time. We can't get in there because I can see there's something that we want. That piece of cured leather. We want that. And then now there's been a bit of a drop in temperature. This is a new thing. This little piece of furniture inside the shed. Yeah, it's like a shed workshop kind of thing.
I need to find food.
Looks like a what do you call that? A vegetable thing. I still haven't seen what these fuses are for. I think they might be for the mission. I don't know. I don't know why you get them in survival if there's nothing that you can use them on. I haven't seen where you use them. We'll find out. We're gonna find out. We'll find out pretty soon. Okay, so it looks like that's all of the stuff in here. Here's another skillet. Very nice. I'll see if I can move this thing. No, the Y button doesn't work inside this place. The interior decorating function doesn't work inside there. So it's gonna do a bit of, let's see if this potato has gone bad in the snow here. Still 30. Okay. So it looks like the decay might have stabilized on that. We're just going to check, compare it to one of our potatoes here. And this potato is still 43. And that's what it was when we put it in. So it's the moment we don't have any conclusive data that it's useful to put vegetables in the snow. We're going to have to find out the hard way. Okay. Lots of new stuff. Are we going to go now? We're going to go up to the town. I think so. Right. Got to take a snack. So don't be too concerned about the food situation because there's quite a bit of food in the town there. Main thing is to get warmer clothes, to get better clothes, stuff that works better. So there's some flyers there, some crows. Whenever you see crows, you know that there's either a cadaver down there of a deceased inhabitant of Bear Island, or an animal carcass that you can harvest. This is a guy. This is the guy. I can't remember who this guy was. I'm sure this guy had a name in one of the other videos. Why have I done this? I don't think I've done this.
Find some place to escape this cold.
This can't be Frikkie here. It cannot be Frikkie van Vuren. Hey? Can it be him? Yeah, looks like Frikkie. He's sitting like Frikkie would sit there. Okay, he's got a t-shirt. Taking some chips off a corpse to eat. That takes a little while to get used to that idea. I don't have a. This is a bit of a weird thing when it does this. Okay, so when you see that thing's empty, your spray can, it means you don't have a spray can. But it still does the animation, and you're standing there like an idiot, spraying nothing. So now we've run into problems here with our temperature. You can see we've got a hypothermia risk, which is not good at all, and we've got 0 wood with us. We left all our wood there, and I think it's worth the risk to run to town, because once you've got the hypothermia risk, you still have a margin. What do you call it? You still have a kind of leeway. There's still a bit of time before you start getting an injury from the what is it? Threat. Yeah. It's still just a rumor of an issue. It's not really come to fruition, as some people like to say. First time I heard that word, I thought the guy was making it up. Okay, so there we go. We're getting close to the town, yeah. Gonna really go on the edge here and see what's in this vehicle. See if we can find anything inside this car.
Wonder if the owner's around.
The owner is sitting in the barn there with his frozen thumb stuck in the snow. Okay. What have we got here? So this is weird. Usually you find clothes in here, and now it's got all kinds of other random stuff. Town of Milton. There we go. We reached the town, yeah. Nothing, even less than nothing. Okay, what's on the back seat here? Looks like there's absolutely bugger all inside this vehicle. Anything in there? Come on. Something nice, something good. Yes, bullets. Yeah, okay. Nice gloves. Yeah, military coat. That's a nice thing to get. Okay. That's nice to get. How much are we gonna get? It's gonna go by 1 to 1.7. Very, very nice. Okay, and then we can put this thing on the inside. Okay, we're getting a bit warmer. Everything's a bit better, yeah. Everything is better, yeah. Okay. That t-shirt is good for to be torn into little pieces of cloth. Right, and then these gloves, these gauntlets are nice. Okay, they're working gauntlets, but gauntlets are nice because they're tough. Because they're not as warm as those blue gloves. But when you tangle with the wolf, they don't get torn so badly as the fabricy ones. Because here we go. I think I should stop here because this is where we want to go. This is where we want to get. We want to get to this place. Okay, now everything that you do here, you just more of the same of the other processes. You know. Should I do a quick cooking thing? I think the cooking stuff should be a video on its own. Okay, so there we go. We're gonna find some more clothes here. So once you've reached this place in Mountain Town, you're not gonna die. You know, you're gonna survive. Even in Paradise Meadows Farm, there you're pretty okay. So I think I'm gonna stop here. And thanks so much for watching. Please don't think about subscribing. Just hit do.